So now, what is that it really means by managing stock trading business? We understood the functions, we understood the facets of this business. Now, how do we manage few aspects, right? So in managing few aspects, you have to know few ingredients of it, one, and then what are the outcomes of the business. So let's go one by one and understand what's all of these things. Okay, let's kind of jump on right here. So now, what are the, first and foremost, let's understand what are the outcomes. So once you know the outcome, you will know what to manage it, right? Now, we've already discussed this in the risk part of it as well. So let me kind of reiterate that, there are 4 outcomes for any trading what you do, right? That there can be a small profit, and this is applicable even for a business as well as a whole. But for every single trade, there is a small profit, there is a big profit, and there is a small loss, or there is a big loss. These are the only 4 things which kind of comes up in any business also, and in also trading as well. Now, while these are the 4 things which kind of comes up, right, you got to be paying your attention to those which can hamper you in a negative way, on an ongoing basis. So you got to understand, all the facets, right? Some of them are like costs. Some of them are like recurring. Some of them happen once in a while. So when those happen, how do you manage it? Right? For example, small losses that keeps repeating quite often. So how do you kind of manage that? How do you cut your losses short? So do you have the right stop loss? Do you understand where to exit your trades if things are not going in the right direction? Right? And when the big profit is happening, do you know how to manage it? Are you going to let it go, or are you going to stop it in between? Are you willing to take the entire big profit? Big loss, when the big loss, it should never occur. So it should only be small loss, and it should be end. Have you done any blunder and where the loss is gone to a great extent? Right? So these are the things which you should be completely aware. So once you do a trading plan, you will understand all of these things. And once you do some amount of paper trade or forward trading, all of this will come into play. And you got to pay keen attention to each of these aspects and see how to kind of really control these things. And in amongst all of those things which is in our control is the big loss. We don't have to worry about small profit, big profit, and small loss. But big loss is the only thing which we have to be really, really concerned about, and ensure you got to be laser sharp in ensuring that never happens during your entire time period of running the business. So this is about the outcomes. Now, while these are the outcomes, there are certain aspects of costs in the business. Now, what are those costs? One of the biggest costs here we see is the loss. See, we make losses in our trades. I told you maybe only 30% of the trades are profitable, balance are losses. So now what are these losses? Are losses really losses? What are these? Let me tell you, losses are not losses. Losses in trading are not losses, people. If you get into the business of trading, there is no way you can not have a loss. If you think every trading loss is a loss in your business itself, then you are doomed. You cannot be in trading as a profession, or you cannot get passive income from trading, or you cannot get full-time income from trading. So what are these losses? Say for example, you did 10 trades. Of that, 4 of them are profitable, 6 of them are loss. So now when these 6 of them have become loss, do you say your business has gone in loss? No, obviously not. Right? Only when you take these 6 losses, you'll also get these 4 profits. You got to take all those 10 trades. Only then you will know as an outcome, 4 were profitable and 6 were losses. And these 6s were small losses, and these 4, maybe 2 of them were small profit and 2 of them were very big profit. So net you are profitable. Right? So now you cannot say, I want only these 4, these 6 removed. It's not possible. It is simply not possible. So these losses are not losses. What are they? Losses are costs of you being in trading business. A loss in a trade is a cost of you being in trading business. You have to look at it as a cost. Every business has its costs and expenses, and then the income. You cannot say in the business, I want only the income. Costs I don't want. Right? It's not going to work, right? Very basic logic. So exactly like that, trading business, the cost, the losses are the cost of you being in the trading business. So those 6 losses which happened out of the trend trades, those are the real costs. And the 4 profits that took care of your 6 losses and also made you more money. That is how you look at trading as a business, and especially the cost. So very important. If you kind of got this one aspect of it, right, you've kind of garnered the entire essence of you being in the business of trading. Because many people are afraid of taking losses. They are costs of business. In every business, there is going to be income and expenses. Net is profits. You cannot say, oh, remove all the expenses, only income, and then I will do the trading business. Impossible. It's a stupidity. Absolute stupidity. People come and ask me, what is the success rate of your strategies? Never ever go behind success rate. It is flawed. Mathematically, it is flawed. Right? It is because it's asking like this. Any other businesses, you're going to be coming and asking them, okay, tell me, what is your total expenses? You're running your business in such a way that you don't have any expenses. What is only the income? Can there be any business where you have, more than 80% as only income? Or any operating margin of 80%, 90% or 100%? There is no business like that. There are many businesses which run at operating profits of only about 20-25%. Many businesses, maybe even 10% there are businesses, right? When that is the case, the whole business work. Why do you think trading as a business will work differently? It will not. It will simply not. So get this in your mind that losses are not losses. Losses in trading are not losses. They are cost of being in trading business. If you got this, type in the comment. Losses are cost of doing trading business. Losses are cost of doing trading business. Awesome. So now, while those are the losses, what are the various categories of costs, right? Like first and foremost, losses in lost trades. Those are the costs. Then you have brokerage. You got to be aware of that. What is the brokerage you're paying? What is it getting charged to you? Then you have stamp duty on every futures and options trades what you do. Then you have securities transaction tax, which gets deducted directly from the broking people, and it goes to the SEBI and NSE kind of charges that the government kind of takes that. Then you have your cost of your internet, office expenses, depreciation on your machine, the furnishings, what you kind of use, or laptops, blah blah blah, all of those things. Then you also have rent, power charges, if you have rented your place, or even consider if you're using one room in your house, consider a rent for that. You could have used that for something else. So that's an opportunity cost, right? So you think about that and charge that to your business, right? And after having charged everything, your business should be profitable. And then if you are paying any interest, right? For example, I would advise on the capital charge savings, at least the savings bank interest as an opportunity cost, which is lost there, right? So these are the various kinds of costs which are required for you to run the trading business, and you have to be aware of that. So you got to be differentiating between costs and loss. If you kind of understood this aspect of it, this is one of the most key aspect of it where 90% of the traders miss out. Moment 2 losses, they think, oh, this trading itself is a loss business. So learn to accept loss as a cost. That is when you will see you being deeper as a business owner. Business owners are not worried about costs. They're only worried about the risk element, and they keep managing the risk. Cost is a game. You give, you take. You give, you take. As simple as that. So if you kind of got this, type in the comment, costs are acceptable. Type in the comment, costs are acceptable. See you in the next video. Bye-bye.